Gold Shell, IB Link. If you can't hit these numbers, don't even bother making any more miners. What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Rabid here, and wow, I just want to do a quick video and take a look at Kadena, the hash rate, and everything that's been going on since the KA3 release. Now, I did want to wait until actually 1 month after they started shipping, but it's only been 2 weeks, and we're already starting to see some miners die off. All right, so I did a bunch of numbers. I do have a spreadsheet put together, and definitely, guys, don't switch off. You're going to want to see this. It is crazy just to look at the performance difference between the KA3 versus all the other miners. It is more than just a hash rate monster. This thing is more efficient than any of the competition even dreams of being. So currently we're hanging out at 315.91 petahash. Now, when I did all the numbers in my spreadsheet, it was sitting at 301. We can see the big uphill right here going on with the difficulty. And no, it does not look like Bitmain was mining on these things at all. So, you know, we were hoping maybe there'd be a spike in the hash rate, or I guess a decrease in the hash rate here somewhere upon the initial shipping. So they turn them off, ship them out. But we didn't see that. All we saw is from shipping date, pretty much from 3 days after they said they're going to begin shipping, a spike in the hash rate. And it is still climbing as more and more of those KA3s do reach customers. All right, so we're going to start with the spreadsheet here. And like I said, I did the numbers at 301, which would be an extra 101 petahash since these things started shipping. So Kadena was sitting at 200 petahash on January 30th, the day before shipping started. Now we are about 14 days after shipping, so 2 weeks here, and we have seen 101 petahash hit the network. That is about 608 miners at 166 terahash each, which is slightly over 50% of the network has increased in hash rate already, and it's only been 2 weeks. So scrolling down to here, I did put in a bunch of the most popular miners. Now, I don't have the KD max in here because honestly, going through ASIC miner value, it is not profitable. These are the most profitable Kadena miners on the market right now, and the mini boxes are more profitable than the KD Max. Gold Shell is in very big trouble right now. Now you're going to see two sets of numbers here. You're definitely going to want to see why. I will explain why I have these numbers here later on in the video, and it's going to be an eye-opener just so you know what these guys really have to do in order to compete with Bitmain and why Bitmain's monster KA3 is such a monster. So let's start with the KA3. It looks like it pulls about 3,154 watts. Obviously, it's running Kadena. It's the current price and everything. Current network hash rate when I did everything, 301 network petahash. It is 166 terahash. And I know we look at that number, it's over twice as profitable as even the BMK3 on maximum hash power mode at 70. So, you know, twice as profitable would be 140 terahash, or I mean hash rate would be 140, but this thing is over twice the hash rate. So we look at this thing and it is a beast, but not only does this thing have a massive amount of hash rate, look at the hash to watt ratio, 0.0526. This is over twice as efficient as any of the other miners that I have listed here, and it's over twice as efficient as any other miner I even don't have listed here. But again, I only listed the most profitable current Kadena miners. So I just want to scroll up here to show you. When this thing first released, day one, everyone that went online, and these numbers are confirmed with other people on Reddit that did get these in, this thing was getting about 49 coins per day. Now, if we fast forward 2 weeks later, even them are down to 33 coins a day in yield. So they went from 49 down to 33 already. So that is at the current price, about $35 before power. And me, all my numbers are done on my power price, 11 cents per kilowatt hour. And there's a lot of you guys out there that have higher power prices. So this numbers will be obviously a lot lower. And the other miners probably aren't even covering their own power for that. And then obviously we got the other side of the equation. There are people out there with very cheap power. Regardless, $27 after power at 11 cents per kilowatt hour. Let's move on to the BMK3. Now, this does have two modes. hash rate mode and low power mode. I do have them both here, but on hash rate mode, this is about 3,300 watts. It is 70 terahash, making about 13.93 coins per day right now. That is $14 before power and $6.73 after power. Now look at the efficiency on this thing. 0.0212 terahash per watt versus Bitmain's 0.0526. That is crazy. Again, the KA3 is over twice as efficient as the next best miner here. Now, I don't want to make this video too long or anything, so you guys can obviously just pause the video right now, check out the hash rates and look at everything and get the numbers for yourself. You probably don't need me to read them all to you. But now let's talk about these numbers I have here. So I was actually curious, what if we could get this mega hash to watt, or I guess terahash to watt here, this efficiency across all of these miners? This is pretty much what we need the competition to do. So if Goldshell really wants to compete with Bitmain in this case and make a profitable miner and do it in the form for home miners and stuff as a small box miner and still be profitable for all of us out there, these are the secondary numbers that these companies have to hit. And that's the eye opener here, is look how much more efficient they are compared to the current level of miners. So the BMK3, for example, at 70 terahash, this thing would have to do it at 1,330 watts, and it's using 3,300 more power than the KA3 already uses. That's the same thing we find with the KD Max, I believe. I can't remember what the hash rate is, but it's using more power than the KA3 as well. But it needs 1,330 watts at 70 terahash to be the exact same terahash to watt ratio. Let's move down to even low power mode. This thing needs to do it at 950 watts for 50 terahash to hit the same terahash per watt, but it's using 2,000 watts. It's pretty crazy here. Now all the home box miners, look at the KD Box 2. It is currently 400 watts to hit 5 terahash. It needs to be down to 190 watts. The KD Box 2 on low power mode, it does 3.51 terahash here, but it needs to be able to do that at 67 watts. And then we got the KA3 Pro, or the mini box. Oh, I have this messed up here. I apologize, guys. This is just the mini box miner Pro version, 230 watts, but it needs to do it at 50 watts to hit 2.6 terahash. So that's what the competition has to do. Goldshell, are you seeing this? IB Link, are you seeing this? You want to make a decent miner that people want to buy? You got to shoot for these numbers. These are what we need for a current profitable miner on Kadena, because eventually as more hash rate goes online, these things are not going to be worth your money, and you're way better off buying Kadena, not a Kadena miner. One more thing, I don't know if you were following the terahash per watt here, but as the miners got smaller, geared more towards that home miner, the efficiency got worse and worse and worse. So look at this. KA3, the biggest, baddest terahash monster of them all, is the most efficient miner on top of all that. Then we got the IB Link here. What do we got here? This one is the low power mode version. Here's where we're starting with the KD Box 2. We can see 0.0125, 0.0139, 0.0113. So these are the home box miners that are geared for home miners. At the same time, these are also the least efficient machines on the market. All right, guys, so hopefully this video wasn't too long. I tried to make it pretty quick here for you guys because I know we all don't like to just sit here and watch videos or something. Maybe you do, that's all on you. But I feel this is viable information because we hear about the KA3 and all we hear is a 166 terahash monster. But it is more than that. Not only is it a high hash rate monster, it's also the most efficient monster on the entire market, which makes it even a bigger beast than what we're just thinking of as a single 166 terahash. It's pretty insane what Bitmain accomplished with this thing, literally blowing every other miner out of the water. So thank you for checking out this video, guys. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. And Goldshell, IBM Link, all you guys, or I don't know why I always call them IBM Link, but BM Link, K3, whatever you're called, you know, hit these numbers. These are your target numbers that we want to see from you. If you can't hit them, don't even bother making another miner. Thank you for watching. Rabid out.